Hello, I have been thinking for a long time to communicate about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, and today is the time. And today Shiv Jayanti too. First of all, Happy Shiv Jayanti to all of you. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was born on 19th February 1630 at Shivneri Fort near Junnar. Samarth Ramdas has mentioned Shivrai as a Shriman Yogi. Many kings passed before Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Even after Chhatrapati, many kings emerged, but everyone remembered Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj as an ideal king. This is because of his love for the people, his loyalty to the Swaraj, his prowess and his unblemished character. Even though 393 years have passed today, it is not a common thing that 3 letters Shivaji remains buried in the Trailokya. When taking up the biography of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, it feels like millions of lamps are lit before us. There is so much divine light in this personality. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj means not only wars and prowess, but Chhatrapati means a bright man shining in the darkness of the new moon. Countless aspects of Chhatrapati, such as economy, politics, social cause, are worth understanding. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was founder of Maratha Empire, which lasted to 1818. This scion of Bhosle clan established his own and people's kingdom through a historic struggle against Adil Shahi of Bijapur and the Mughal Shahi of Delhi. So, I am proud to say this kingdom belongs to my king, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. If there was Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj today, he would have strictly followed the values along with democratic polity, secularism, which is adopted by India. Clean governance, conscientious governance, cultural values would have preserved. India's glory would have increased 100 times. Despite having done so much, why our history books omit Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj? Why? A few days ago, we asked people whether they were taught about Chhatrapati's contribution or not. The answer was shocking. Out of 2 lakh peoples, 1,30,000 of them said not at all. The Maratha Empire, which at its peak looked like this, and the founder of Maratha Empire, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, had just 10 to 20 lines in syllabus. This is tragic, not only because we don't learn about a great ruler, but also because we keep his life lessons away from kids. I stayed in Maharashtra. I studied in Maharashtra Marathi medium school. That's why I studied Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj like everyone should. And I can still say that there is a lot more to learn. In next few minutes, let's learn some lessons from his life that still impact our lives. First lesson is, knowledge is everywhere. His father, Shahaji Raje Bhosle, was a Jagirdar at Bijapur Sultanate. Young Shivaji grew up in Pune while his father served away from home. But his mother, Jizabai Rani Sahib, taught him values and morals and at the same time equipped him with the knowledge of the world. He grew up learning from Ramayana and Mahabharata. From those epics, he learned one important lesson, which is team building. Lord Rama was himself capable but never alone on his journey. Similarly, Pandavas were stronger combined together. Ramayana and Mahabharata are not just epics, they have a lot of lessons for kings and leaders of today. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj got this knowledge at quite a young age. Swarajya was a dream, and this dream could turn into reality only when it would keep people awake at night for it. It is not ordinary feat to capture 350 forts at the age of 30. This feat was only possible because Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj built a small but very capable army of Mawas. He ate with them from the same plate to break the ice, so that people don't consider Chhatrapati as a king who ruled over them, but felt that he was their king. He was our king. This lesson from Chhatrapati's life is worth learning. The second lesson is variations in power. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is also called father of Indian Navy. People know that Europeans used navy to colonize the world. But we don't know that the Pandyas and Chola dynasty are far out past the Europeans when it comes to naval capabilities. If you visit Eastern countries, you will find many temples inspired by Ramayana, Hinduism. The credit for spreading Indic culture outside the India goes to these seafaring dynasties of South India. India's naval strength weakened from 13th century onwards. We had started depending on Arab traders for export. The Portuguese and British forces were also a threat to us. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj realized that threat was not only from the Sultanate, but also from European colonizers too, who eyed the country. That's why he focused to build country's navy. Historians believe that Chhatrapati's navy had more than 20 huge warships and many small warships called Galbat. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj used them to drive the British out of Konkan. He was the visionary who had identified British intentions. He used to win big battle with a small army. If only other kings had a same vision as Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, then perhaps India would not have been a slave to the Britishers. The third lesson is power of unity. Examples of the British divide and rule policy are given even now, but Chhatrapati's method was true and more effective as well. Aurangzeb said in Alamgirnama, "I used my full strength for 19 years to stop Shivaji, but his empire kept growing." But how? Portuguese called Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj as a Attila of Hindustan. But why? When an army fights with a singular purpose, it can bring a more powerful and stronger army to its knees. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj said, "Why should we live in fear on our own land? Why should we be slave to other people? Are we not worthy enough to take care of ourselves?" These questions are simple, and the answer is one idea: Swaraj. In the upcoming centuries, the idea of Swaraj inspired freedom fighters like Tilak, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose and Jawaharlal Nehru. One term used in business world today is start with why. Find your purpose or your calling in life, and if this purpose ends up inspiring others as well, then people will join in with your purpose as well. We can learn this principle from Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's life story. Shouldn't these management lessons be taught to your kids? Don't you think we will get good leaders as well as good citizens? We feel happy that through pop culture like series, serials, films, even through videos like this, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj's story reached to common people. Even then, there is a small section of people in the country who thinks pride in our history is equal to feeling people with a toxic nationalism. People who refuse to consider true stories as our history. Perhaps will make a huge fuss if their kids are taught the actual real history. Well, they are entitled to their opinion, but we don't need to accept their entitled opinion as the truth. Maybe to safeguard against such educated people in denial, our history conveniently excludes certain portions or certain personalities. That's what Britishers did when they sent Macaulay to India. In the name of English education, they cut us off from our roots. It is time. Today is the time to reconnect to our ancient roots. If you agree with us, help us to spread this message. Today, our country is filled with politicians who are focused on future elections, not on our future. Who talk like a Chhatrapati but act like Aurangzeb when it comes to it. Maybe before students, these people need a master class. On the occasion of Shiv Jayanti, spreading this positive message to you. I hope we will make difference together. Thank you.